Peace family, peace family. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to my channel. This is Brittany. So happy to have you here on another day with another message from Source. And when I turned on the video, well, before I turned on the video, what was coming to me was like a whole bunch of words like love, healing, joy, peace, understanding. And what I've realized is that, at every time, at every opportunity, every situation, anything that we have ever gone through and experienced is always an opportunity to grow. And sometimes we don't look at um, these situations in the moment as opportunities that our spirit is giving us to grow and to become a different version of ourselves. But we're always being offered opportunities to grow. We're always being offered opportunities to expand, because at the end of the day, that's what our soul wants to do. Our soul wants to expand and grow, right? And the reason why we're growing and expanding is because we're ushering ourselves back home to ourselves, which is a level of remembrance, a level of deep understanding of self from the human perspective than the soul perspective. And so when I think about the things that have occurred in my life and the moments where I was really upset, I was sad, I was in fear, I was worried, I was feeling guilt, I was feeling jealousy, I didn't feel good within myself and my body, I would talk down to myself and all of those things. And every single one of those moments, Spirit was always giving me an opportunity to come out of that moment as a different version of myself, as a higher version of myself, as a more aware version of myself. And this takes time. This is something that takes time. Sorry, y'all. Looks like my camera's about to fall. This literally takes time, right? It takes time. It takes awareness. It takes a deep understanding. It takes healing. It takes really looking at yourself from an observer standpoint. And even that by itself can be scary, because when you start looking at yourself from the observer, not as yourself, but from someone who's outside of yourself, looking at you and the way that you react, how you speak, your actions and such, it kind of forces you into saying like, ooh, do I like that? Or do I need to or the areas where I need to change and improve? And just simply by you saying that there's an area that I need to improve in is exactly it, is exactly where Spirit and Source desire you to be. Is just being open to change, open to the different opportunities that Spirit is constantly giving you to step into a different version of yourself. And this version of yourself is getting you closer and closer to your higher self. And so right now, we're all being called to continue doing our healing work, to really, really continue doing it. Sorry, it keeps looking like my phone is going to fall out of the holster. We're really being given this opportunity to heal. We all know healing is layered. It's a journey. It never ends. It never ends. Energy never dies. It just transforms. It just moves, right? Transfers. And so the energy that we hold within ourselves is constantly doing that. It's constantly wanting to move. It's constantly wanting to shift and shake. And so how has Spirit been communicating with you recently? How has Spirit been showing up in your life and giving you opportunities to grow and opportunities to move forward, opportunities to excel? We're getting ready to step through another portal, the summer solstice. And this is that time of like excitement. But there are also a lot of transits happening right now in the stars that affects us all differently. And, this goes back into, Spirit bringing up again the fact that like you need to know yourself. You need to know the energy that you embody. It's important for you to know your birth chart. It's important for you to understand your energetic makeup. So you understand where you are at different times, how the planetary alignments are affecting you, because it affects us all differently based on where those planets sit in our chart. And so, this is another opportunity where I'm just going to remind you to look at your birth chart. Look at your birth chart and see how you're being affected at this time. And so that'll tell you what areas Spirit is kind of like helping you heal in. And this is an exciting time, y'all. This is a really exciting time, but Source is also wanting me to talk about the distractions, the levels of distractions. You know, there's a lot going on in the media. There's a lot going on in the news. There's a lot going on in the world. There's a lot going on within this country, the United States. And a lot of it is distracting from you. It's also like energy harvesting. There's a lot of that going on as well. You know, there is a fight within humanity of the things that are right versus the things that are wrong, and how treating certain people, how certain people should be treated, and everything like that. And Source just wants to remind you that this time that we're in right now is meant to occur. The veil is meant to drop at this time. We're meant to see things as they are, not see things of how we've been told that they were. And so all of these things kind of going on gives us opportunities to heal, to do more healing, but not just healing on an individual level, but a healing on a collective level. Because the human race is healing and is evolving, and the energy manifests in different ways. And so you can be of it. You can be in it, but not of it. You can be in it, but not of it. You can be in it, but not of it. Okay? And so watch where you're placing your energy this summer. What's happening in California, what's going on, like this is all like the start of what is to transpire. It's all very purposeful. Everything that's happening is very purposeful. This is preordained. This is all meant to happen. And yes, it's affecting a lot of people. And you got to see like, okay, how are these things affecting you? Where's your energy? How much energy are you putting into these types of things? You know, realizing that it's so important to remember that we all choose our experiences. We all choose our experiences. And we choose our experiences before we come to Earth, before we incarnate, and we choose our experiences while we're here. Okay? And so it's important to remember this as things continue to feel really shaky. Okay? That everyone is playing a role. Everyone is choosing their experience. Everyone is deciding what they want to be a part of and how they want to be a part of it. Okay. And so when you kind of think of things from this way, it allows you to be in that higher perspective of looking at these types of things, issues, challenges that go on in the world. Okay. But there are more distractions coming. There are more things that are going to be wanting to garner your attention. Okay. There's going to be a lot more coming. And Source is wanting to prepare us to be in a place of being in balance, being in a place of focusing on yourself, realizing when you're overextending yourself, realizing when you're overgiving, when you're not balanced within your energy, within your body. And so paying attention to how do you feel? How do you feel? And what makes you feel what you feel? And really, really just tapping into that level of awareness of yourself, because through this awareness, it helps you to become more in tune with you and who you are. And it brings you closer to your guides, your spirit team, source, God, universe, when you tap more into you, into your heart space. And that's another thing that Source is bringing up, is about how can you tap deeper into your heart space? How can you fully be like in the place of the heart and out of the mind? Because the levels of distractions are going to tap into your emotional body and tap into your mental body. And Source is asking you to be in the place of your heart space, in your knowing, in your divine feminine energy, and realizing that this is what is needed to be balanced at this time, is your divine feminine and your divine masculine, not where you're leaning over in one place over the other. Okay. And so, um, that's okay. Yeah, sources. Yeah, we're done. That's a message, y'all. So I love you so very much. Thank you for tapping in with my energy today. Thank you for showing up for yourself again today. And I'll look forward to seeing you all in the next message. Peace, y'all.